Hello, good morning, and welcome to this Dawn Busters Taste Challenge. We have 75 South. 75 South. Blended whiskey. Introduced in 2006. 2006. Versus King's Square. King's Square blended whiskey, introduced in 2010. Okay, 75 South is 80% grain neutral spirits, 20% straight whiskey. It tells you on the label. This blended whiskey, oh, they're both 80 proof, by the way. This blended whiskey was created from the finest ingredients. That's their opinion. There's no way they can base that in a real, in fact. Our traditional process of compounding superior flavors is the pride of the South and promises, I can read better than this, but it's dark still, and promises to deliver a robust, blank, and exceptional experience. What does this say? Robust, rare, and exceptional. Yeah, I don't know about rare. I don't know about robust, and I don't know about exceptional. Maybe it'll deliver a tolerable experience. For $5.99 a bottle, they're really building it up, huh? Kind of a basic label. I mean, it's pretty with the gold trim and all, but there's no texture to it. It's just a taped on label, and it's giving you like a rundown. Blended whiskey. Alcohol by volume, 40% alcohol by volume, 80 proof. Net content, 750, like a little chart, like it's fancy. The Founders Company, Louisville, Kentucky. Oh, yeah. Now, it doesn't say Kentucky blended whiskey, it just said blended whiskey. So it says bottled by the Founders. Doesn't say distilled, blended, or aged by the Founders Company. That's telling me that it just very well may be coming in from Midwest Grain Products of Lawrenceburg, Indiana. This I do not know, but I suspect it. Maybe it's distilled, blended, and aged in Kentucky, but why wouldn't they say that on the bottle, right? Why limit yourself? Why not call it Kentucky whiskey? Yeah, well, see. Yeah, right. Why not? Well, that's because of what I just talked about. Who is the Founders Company? You said I never heard of them. I know it's Sazerac. Okay, the Sazerac Company, who contracts this out for Albertsons, the Albertsons store chain, which if you look on their website is a whole bunch of stores, not just Albertsons, but whether they sell whiskey in your area or any kind of liquor is I don't know. It depends on your law, your state and local law. Here, Albertsons sells whiskey, and there's one 35 miles from here. King Square blended whiskey. Now it does have a little textured, very basic textured label. It's a very basic label, and it's so pale. This is probably what blended whiskey looks like without coloring added. You say it's so light. It's like corn whiskey. Yep, that's pretty much what it is, because it's 72.5% grain neutral spirits and 27.5% straight whiskeys. You say straight whiskey, what's that? Well, now that depends. That depends. There's a little glint of light, I suppose. All right, grain neutral spirits, as they call it on the Black Velvet website, fresh whiskey. Fair enough. They distill corn like they're going to make whiskey, right? They don't age it in the barrels. Now they have, if you read the government guidelines, they have to store it in a barrel, a wooden vessel. But they might only be storing it for a week until they start blending it with the whiskey, the aged whiskey. So you see, that's grain neutral spirits. Grain. That means a neutral spirit made out of grain. Almost certainly corn, but it could be wheat. It could be barley. It could be rice. It has to be grain. All right. Can you get neutral spirits from other things? Yeah, I was just looking at a website, or I was looking at a bottle somewhere, I can't remember, and it was saying, oh yeah, it was from the people that make King Square, Auburndale, Florida Caribbean Distillers. Caribbean Distillers makes what they call a citrus grain, a citrus neutral spirit, You know how many oranges come from Florida? Well, 40 years ago, it was way more oranges but now they turned all that into subdivisions. But there's a lot of orange groves. So like every orange is not going to be suitable for going to the grocery store, right? But it could be suitable for squeezing and distilling into a citrus neutral spirit. And then they do all that. There's all kind of uses for that. Okay, but they're not using that in blended whiskey. They're using grain neutral spirits. Okay, now you say, what about the straight whiskey? There are guidelines for that. It could be straight corn whiskey, or it could be straight bourbon whiskey. You say, well, bourbon is corn. 51% corn, at least. That's correct. Corn whiskey, straight corn whiskey is at least 51% corn. But the difference is they both have to be, this is the similarity, they both have to be aged at least 2 years. Bourbon in new charred oak barrels, and straight corn whiskey in new uncharred oak barrels. Oh, so what's the difference between corn whiskey and bourbon? Not much, except for the char consideration. I am starting to suspect that the King Square is not, in fact, using bourbon, but is in actuality using straight corn whiskey. Go buy some mellow corn from Heaven Hill. It'll look just like this, clear and straw. Now, the 75 South, maybe they're not adding coloring to it because the 20% straight whiskey is almost certainly one of those Buffalo Trace bourbons. Now you might say, yeah, one of their cheap ones. Right. Like Barton, or because there's a 4-year aged Barton, or Ancient Age, a 3-year aged straight bourbon. Something like that. But there's no age statement on the bottle, which means that this concoction is aged at least 4 years. It's raining outside. That would be the youngest whiskey. The youngest whiskey in either one of these things is 4 years. Now you might say, after 4 years, you get this light of an object. Yeah, if it's aged in an uncharred oak barrel, it's not going to turn dark. There's no charcoal, right? But after 4 years in a charred oak barrel, well, then you might get this. Okay. King Square was like $5.99 or $6.99. I truly do not remember, but it was some low price. Now you say for $5.99 or $6.99, there's no way you can get much flavor, right? It's going to taste pretty horrible. Okay, we're not exactly doing a taste challenge with fabulous products over here. You say, well, that's kind of lowbrow. You know, you're doing like bottom shelf stuff. Oh yes, that's correct. This is the case. Cheap was the, you know, it's bottom. It's at the bottom. The bottom. Bottom was the case that they gave me. Bottom was the case that they gave me. But actually, if you go to Albertsons, the 75 South is not on the bottom shelf. There's other stuff on the bottom shelf, like Tom Moore. Oh no, they got rid of Tom Moore straight bourbon whiskey. That's at Dormax still. Oh, they had it for $12.99, the big jug bottle. Maybe I should have bought it. I didn't. Can't stand that plastic though. It's just something about that thud of plastic that is so not cool. I think the 75 South is like on the third shelf. I don't know. I don't count the shelves. I don't care. The King Square, yeah, that wasn't on the bottom either. At Specs in the area just east of the Woodlands, Texas, east of Interstate 45, northbound side. All right. I sure would like to try some other Florida Caribbean distillers products like I don't know, there's a whole bunch of stuff starting to show up around here. I tried the Speckled Tail, which is straight whiskey. You say it's bourbon. No. It's probably like early times. Bourbon in every way except they're putting it in used barrels. You say, well, it might taste the same as bourbon once. I know it might. It does. To me, it tastes like very similar to Jack Daniels. Similar, not the same. But that's another one I've tried, the Speckled Tail. Here we go with the taste challenge. I cannot look. I can't look because I'll be able to immediately tell. Am I going to be able to tell these apart? I'm not too confident in that. Since I've been getting it wrong down the line with King Square, why would I get it right this time? Hey. Got that weird melon grain alcohol oddness. It's like candy corn and cantaloupe or honeydew melon. I'm not going to sit here and say it smells terrible, but it doesn't smell exactly delightful either. I have straight bourbon in this house, 4 bottles. Those smell good, like good. Old Crow, Stedman Select, Jack Daniels No. 7, and I have Jack Daniels Old No. 7. But, you know, hey, they weren't $6.99 a bottle. I know what you're going to say. Yeah, but so they're better, right? I realize that. I'm not living in a fantasy world. It's all part of my alcohol fantasy. This one smells less candy corn, less honeydew melon, less off-putting. This smells like something like that you might almost want to drink. Now look, what are people buying this stuff for? Sitting in front of a computer and doing taste challenges, sitting by the fire at the end of the day with a snifter reflecting on the events of the day? No. They're buying a bottle and they're mixing it with Sprite or 7-Up or Coke or RC Cola, and they're gulping it now. Or they're having a barbecue and people are coming over and they know these people are going to try to raid their good stuff and not bring anything, so they're going to give them King Square to drink. And they're only looking to get drunk, so they'll drink it. They're not going to connoisseur it, right? Okay, so you have to look at these things in the proper context or you can get all discombobulated. Don't buy sure-frying boxed macaroni and cheese and then say, well, it ain't as good as the baked macaroni at Jack Dempsey's restaurant in New Orleans on Poland Avenue. I know it ain't. That's why theirs is $5.50 a bowl for that little tiny bowl, and you can get 4 packs of the Surefine or Best Choice boxed macaroni and cheese for $5.50. But I don't have to keep going on about that. I don't think there's anybody watching these videos that's dumb enough to think that I'm trying to compare this to like premium products. Okay, so the weird honeydew melon and the grain alcohol and the candy corn and the sugar thing. No, no, no. All right. I want y'all to think about me now. Wish me the best. You might say, when you crawling out of that hole? When are you going to crawl out of that private label hole? Well, yeah, I got another one coming up in 2 days. What is it called? Can't even remember. Wait. It's the other one is oh yeah, Albertsons. I knew it was something from Albertsons. Albertsons got like multiple store brands for their store brands. It's really bizarre, you know. And the strange thing is they're not the same. You say, it's all the same stuff with different labels. You would assume that, but they're not. Okay. I'm starting to pick up a little bit of rye spice as these things breathe. Wow, making me think. It's making me think this could be a Buffalo Trace item, Mr. Powers. But I'm not too confident. Yeah, because I'm starting to pick up a little peppery note here too, so I don't know. But I've been told in the heat of the day a man died of cold. All right, here we go. When the earth moves again, my friend. Woo! Well, you like alcohol? You like booze? You like hooch? Then going on. I'm gonna zoom, 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 zoom. I wanna zoom, 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 zoom. We're gonna take you high, high. Yeah, that one had more of a cornbread. No, not cornbread. No. Whole grain, whole kernel corn in a can, but without the salt or the sodium. Huh? Strange, weird. Arguably, even not unpleasant. Okay. Ooh wee. Ooh wee. Okay. Oh, ouch. Ow, 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 ow. No, I didn't stub my toe. I just took a swallow up. Ooh. Corn, alcohol. Hey, baby. Sometimes I feel as though life is leaving me behind. Oh, no. Okay. Get it together. Going on. Moving on. All right. Now I've gotten down to the point of entry. Yeah, I'm heading out on the highway. Heading out to the highway. Sorry, wrong preposition. Sorry about that. Do, 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 do. All right. The sinner. I think this tastes better than this. Now, which one would I want to drink? I would actually want to drink this on purpose. You know what I mean? Like to actually drink. Not that I drink whiskey on purpose. I just do taste challenges and reviews. You might say, yeah, but you know how at night when you sit down in your easy chair and you want to sip on some whiskey? I don't do that. And people are rolling their eyes like, wow, a person who doesn't drink whiskey doing whiskey reviews and taste challenges, and I'm watching it. Yeah, I know, right? You ever feel as though you've been cheated? Okay, beer Circadian, Wacky Wacky. Yep, it's the beer Circadian. Live from Canada, the Dominion of Canada. So I do prefer the one in my right hand, might be to your left. Okay. Oh, I feel the burn in my chest. I feel the burn in my chest right here at the top of my chest. Let's decide now. The artist formerly known as the beer Circadian. Woo! Oh, oh, no. No, no. And I feel the icy glow. All right. Almost went snowblind. All right. Ouch. Oh, no, 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 no. It's almost quaint in its harsh, take no prisoners. Wreck your life approach. Almost quaint, almost enjoyable, almost acceptable in a perverse, stumbling, demented child king type of way. Yeah, this one's better. Oh, Millie. Oh, Billy. Criminally insane. I'm going to say this is better. I didn't say it was good, notice. I said it's better than that. Oh, no, Ma. Ma? Mommy, there's no plane in the sky. I say this is the 75 South from Louisville, Kentucky. That's my contention. What's your contention? Here we go. Time to reveal it. I won't have to look at the tag. I don't even know why I put a tag. Honestly, if you want to be techno, there was no reason to put a tag because they don't look alike. They both have two different appearances. All right. Not again. What is, like the girl said, 1982? What's happening? Oh no. As I dip the bread in the pot of boiling pasta sauce. The TV people. I think the TV people are in these hangouts because I keep getting it wrong. That's the 75 South. It was the one I said was bad. The King Square does it again. Why does the King Square keep doing this to me? It's supposed to taste worse, not better. This is making me look ridiculous. And a man in my position can't afford to look ridiculous. Now you get the hell out of here. Yeah, I heard that story. No, I mean, this is the never-ending story. It's like, you know, butterfly in the sky. I can fly twice as high. Take a look. It's in a book. The King Square blended whiskey. I can't drink anything. No, this is not right. This is not right. I gotta give it to those. I gotta give it to those scoundrels, those little rascals, those ne'er-do-wells. I gotta give it to those guys down in Auburndale, Florida. They keep tripping me up again and again and again, on and on and on till the break of dawn. I can't get it right. Chemical change. Okay. Remember, I was vapor. Remember, I can end all this. Remember, I grow tired. Hey, you know what? It is what it is. It is what it is. That's what a coach, that's probably what the coach of the Cincinnati Bengals is saying this week. The Bengals. How you say that word? Some people say bangle, like bangle. No, that Bangles was a 1980s all-girl pop group. Bangles. Bingle is like Mr. Bingle, B-I-N-G-L-E, the little mascot from Maison Blanche stores, Mr. Bingle. It's like eggs, Bengals, Bengals. That's what he's probably saying. It is what it is. That's right. It is what it is, Marvin. And what it is horrible. But that's your problem. It ain't my problem. The only thing I want from Cincinnati is sausage. And maybe some Christian Muhlenbeer. Okay, some Little Kings. Not really Little Kings. I don't like it. All right, too metallic. If I'm going to drink a cream ale, give me Genesee or give me, not death, give me Genesee or give me Genesee cream ale or give me Budweiser. All right, Copper Lager. So, oh, no. OD'd on life itself. I just OD'd on life. I OD'd on life itself. Okay. I need to go to the Four Winds bar, talk to Susie Deer. It's the nexus of the crisis. Okay. All right. Ladies, fish, and gentlemen, I got it wrong again. And now I have no confidence whatsoever for Tuesday morning's examination when we do King Square versus Albertson's American Blended Whiskey, Maine and Kentucky. Well, I'll say this, though. I know how to break. I said this to myself last time, and I forgot. I was going to just pick whatever tasted better, and that would be King Square. Sorry about that. Okay, so I know what I'm going to do. Stay tuned for Tuesday. This is Tuesday. Stay tuned for Thursday morning. Stay tuned for Thursday morning at dawn. At dawn, if you're in the Central Time Zone. And if you're in the West, it'll still be very dark at night. Stay tuned for in 2 days from now when we do King Square, or I should say Albertsons from 1939. Albertsons versus King Square from 2010. And I promise you this time I'm gonna use the key. I got the key in my hand. I didn't use it. What's the key to the riddle? The key is you pick whatever tastes better because the King Square is going to taste better. Notice I didn't say it tastes good. I said better relative to what I'm drinking. Okay. The capper, the toppermost or the poppermost is going to be Saturday morning. That'll be the exemplification. All right. That'll be the crown of creation. Get ready for Saturday morning because it won't be close. It's going to be Seagram 7 Crown from 1934 going against King Square from 2010. And the Seagram 7 Crown is a legitimate product. It's a product that has worth on its own. It has its own merit. It doesn't exist just to taste challenge. You could actually drink it and arguably enjoy it. I swear to you, I will kid you not. I kid you not. I'm telling you, I'm joking in all seriousness at this point. No, I'm almost certainly serious now. I can promise you that I'm not probably joking. The seven crown, the Seagram seven crown will destroy King Square, although King Square has been destroying everything else, which is a shock to say the least. You say, yeah, it's got a crown. It's got a crown. That's right. It's trying to claim the crown. It thinks it's the heir to the throne of American blended whiskey. Well, I got news for you, King Square. When you go up against another whiskey wearing a crown, the great and powerful Seagram 7 crown, you are going to get killed. So Thursday's examination or taste challenge will be an interim event, really, an interim event, sort of like an undercard. Won't prove much, won't matter much. Probably shouldn't watch it. But, you know, I watch things I shouldn't watch also. So even though I'm advising you that perhaps it won't be worth watching, it's going to be there. Crown Royal. Oh, well, that's a Canadian whiskey, so I don't like the cross. I'm like Amway, you know, I don't like the cross line. So these are American blended whiskeys. I am from America. So we'll have the undercard Thursday, be a four round match, you know, and won't prove much, but I think King Square will easily win. I've learned my lesson. And then we'll have the championship, which will be Saturday morning. And that's when King Square will find out who the real king is. The king who will continue to wear the crown, the Seagram 7 crown. It wears 7 crowns because of Kabbalah numerology, in fact. So that's that.